Love is Blind lovers, I have got a major spoiler alert for what's going to happen with one of the couples on season 5 of Love is Blind. And sorry, but it involves Plastic Cup Izzy, or should I call him Solo Cup Izzy? Okay. Again, if you don't want to know the spoiler, do not watch this video. But if you are interested in the spoiler, let's go ahead. So if you watched episode 7 of Love is Blind, then you know that it just looked like there's no way that this relationship was going to work out, just because, no offense to Izzy, but he seems like he's just not living on the same league as Stacy is, which is fine. But when it comes to marriage, it can become a little bit too complicated. We saw her and her family kind of become a little bit judgmental towards him and all of his plastic dishware and whatnot. So, and then also, it kind of seemed as though he had no intention of paying for certain things if he were to live with Stacy. So, for example, she made mention of, are you going to be able to help pay to replace a furnace if it were to go out? He didn't really seem all that into it, and I don't think that it's necessarily that he wasn't that into it. I think it's that he doesn't have that kind of money on hand. Because one thing we learned from the episode was that he never really full blown held down a career, right? Like his friend just got him started in a career, and within weeks he left it to come film this show. So in my recap, I talked about how I don't think he's genuine. I don't think he's there for the right reasons, and I don't see this marriage working out. Well, now, according to TMZ, who managed to grab some photos of Izzy recently, it seems as though he and Stacy did not end up working out. I can't tell you if they made it to the altar and said no, or if they married then divorced. I don't know. But all I know is that TMZ sources is claiming that he was getting all nice and comfortable with a different woman at a tattoo parlor who absolutely was not Stacy. So you see her from the side here. And to me, she looks more like that girl from Love is Blind, the one who had the kid with Andre. I'm rolling the R like she likes to roll the R. What's her name? Livy, I think it is. That's who this lady looks like to me. Definitely not Stacy from the side. So let's get into the article, shall we? TMZ reports Love is Blind star Ismael. I didn't know that was his name. It's a lovely name. Ismael Izzy Zapata's engagement to the woman he met on the hit Netflix series looks to be in jeopardy because she isn't the woman who joined him at a recent stop at a tattoo shop. If you're a fan and haven't seen the season yet, here's your spoiler alert. Witnesses told TMZ that Izzy and this mystery woman were at Hermosa Ink Collective on Monday in Hermosa Beach, California, and it looked like they were together on a date. In fact, at a certain point, and you see it in this image, Izzy rests his hand on her leg. Oh, child. I need to get back into yoga, but my knee should lift higher than that. So to me, if you were a married man, there's no way you are going to be sitting around like this with your arm on another woman's leg. It is just an absolute faux pas. Even if you're in a relationship with a woman, you do not rest like this, okay? So I think that he and Stacy did not end up working out, but I'm not surprised. I don't think that he's in Stacy's league, to be honest with you. I think that Stacy could do better. And it's not just the fact that he is very wasteful and environmentally unfriendly with all of his plastic dishware, but it's also just like the slight just weirdness about him, like the way that he feels the need to constantly talk over and down to women, the way he got all aggressive with Johnny for no reason and like practically bullied her, then skipped on over to Stacy to brag about it. Meanwhile, he was shaking as if he was the one who got dragged. Like he's just 50 shades of like red flags to me. So I do hope that it was Stacy who ultimately said no at the altar and not him. But we obviously don't know that. The new episodes that will feature all that drop on Friday. So we'll just have to wait and see how that all played out. But in the meantime, Izzy did post some photos of himself on this day. It's just that he did not show the woman that he was hanging out with, of course. And alas, there you go, you guys. There you go. Izzy seems to have had a new woman. And mind you, it also felt like he wasn't going to pay for that TV. Remember, he was envisioning having a giant TV in Stacy's living room. And she's like, you're going to be paying for it. And he just looked at her like he wasn't intending to pay for it. I'm like, oh, you dusty. Absolutely not. Stacy, please do not marry that man. I feel like the only thing more embarrassing than marrying that man would be getting dumped by that man. Let me stop before I get in trouble. Guys, are you surprised to see that Izzy seems to have moved on with a new woman that perhaps things didn't work out between he and Stacy. Why or why not? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat if you haven't already subscribed for Love is Blind recaps, news, and deep dives. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.